fever got up to 102.3.
Hatched the egg.
I just spend the day putting him in timeout because he won't listen. So tell me why we got a letter from collections in the mail for the full amount, to pay the full amount. It has been a crazy couple of days. Tobias out of nowhere got the chills really bad one afternoon 2 days ago, and then he got a fever, and then he vomited, and then we slept in the living room together so I could like take care of him through the night, which he had a high fever that night. His fever got up to 102.3, gave him medicine after that, so otherwise it probably would have climbed a lot higher. He did not throw up again, but he was very sick, very weak, slept a lot, ate here and there, but then he started saying his neck hurt yesterday, and I got worried. So we took him to convenient care. They tested him for flu and strep throat. Both those tests were negative. He screamed a lot while they were trying to get like a swab for those tests. They said inside his ears looked red, but not infected. So it looked like maybe it could develop into ear infections. I hope he doesn't get an ear infection, because that'll be a whole other thing we gotta deal with. Last night he was all right, so we slept in our bed upstairs. He woke up at like 6 a.m. crying because his neck hurt so bad. Got up this morning and he's been fine like pretty much all day long.
Now I'm gonna pick brown.
And that's that. If we make it through tonight and he doesn't run a fever again, although he's been saying he's cold now, but it's also just cold in the house, I don't know. If we make it through tonight, I want to say we're probably good and the sickness is over with. Of course, with him being back to normal, he's back to his bratty self and has been driving me nuts all day long. I just can't believe that he was so miserable, you know, while he was sick, but he was nicer, probably mostly because he was asleep half the time. And then as soon as he gets better again, he turns into kind of a brat. I have squash cooking in the oven. I just put random stuff on it because I've got so many squash that I haven't cooked. And now I'm talking way too much, because I always hate editing these clips where I talk nonstop, because I don't think anybody really watches the parts where I just stand and talk. I don't even like watching those parts, so other people probably don't like watching them either. So I'm gonna stop talking now.
Hey Mama, I hatched the egg.
An egg hatched?
Yeah.
Here, I want to see what egg hatched. Oh, another one's hatching.
What is it?
Gosh, I have hatched so many of those same ones. It was cool the first time. Now I'm like, alright already. Hold on, I'm gonna appraise it. Appraisal's not even that high. So that's the other one that hatched. Yeah. Boring.
I hatched it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Workout together like an hour ago, but because it took me so long to clean up, then I needed to get some food for us. It's taken forever to get to the point of us doing the workout together. He's currently sitting in timeout in the bathroom, where he has been the third or fourth time now in the last hour, and I'm really trying to keep it together. But moments like this and days like this, which seem to be coming every single day now, I just spend the day putting him in timeout because he won't listen to me. So all I'm doing is trying to get him to eat a few bites of food, and I've had to put him in timeout after like every single bite because he won't stop jumping around and moving around, and I don't want him doing that while he's eating because I don't want him to choke. And I've explained that to him several times and he still won't listen. So I just try to calmly stand up as soon as he starts doing a thing wrong, take him to the bathroom, have him sit down, go in timeout. But then he just comes back and he does the same thing over again. So so many things piling on me right now. One of them being I had to deal with calling the ambulance company that took Tobias to the ER that one time, which was back in like June or something. I've been dealing with the company because they keep trying to get me to pay this like $1,600 bill. Oh my gosh, that thing is so loud. The ambulance company was trying to get us to pay the $1,600 bill. Insurance was supposed to cover most of it, which I realized after I talked to both the ambulance company and insurance. They confirmed it with me. They said the account would be put on hold until insurance could pay for the majority of it. And because the state of Illinois sucks and doesn't know how to manage their money, any kind of state thing, they're behind on their payments for everything for like 9 months or something. So insurance wouldn't be paying the ambulance bill for a while, which they all told me it was fine. A hold would be put on the account until they could pay it. So tell me why we got a letter from collections in the mail for the full amount, to pay the full amount. I'll tell you why. Because the dumb ambulance company made a mistake and sent it to collections. I contacted the ambulance company today and they confirmed, yeah, we made a mistake. But when stuff goes to collections, there isn't really anything the collections people can do. They just want their money because they're a collections company. They don't care. Anyway, it was a whole thing dealing with multiple people on the phone this morning. I thought I was done with this. I have been dealing with this ambulance bill since June, and now it's at collections. And collections said that I have until the end of May to get it all figured out before it gets put on my credit, or before it affects my credit score or whatever. And that's all. The ambulance company said that it was going to be taken care of, and I guess I'll just contact them again later on down the road before May to find out whether or not it was taken care of, which it probably won't be. I'm not optimistic about it. And in the meantime, I am trying to survive Tobias and his attitude and him not listening to me. What are you doing?
I'm under here.
I know you are, but are you doing anything wrong?
No, I'm
Okay.
petting Tama.
That's fine if you're just petting Tama, if you're being nice.
I'm being nice, but he growled.
If he growled, that means you weren't being nice. Okay?
I'm gonna be nice now.
Oh, you're gonna be nice now? You weren't nice before?
I turned this off.
It's okay. You can play with it. That's why I went in the other room, so you could play with it loudly or whatever. It doesn't help that it's winter time and it's been really cold lately. So I haven't wanted to go outside. Maybe if he hadn't just been sick, I would have ventured out. But he was just sick, so I haven't wanted to venture out yet. I'm gonna stop talking now. I wanna just like move on from this day. Hey Tobias, do you wanna say anything to the camera before we put it up for the night? So we can start over tomorrow.
Hi.
Good job. Do you wanna say anything else? So they know how smart you are?
So, tell them.
You have people who watch these, which is no one. Your Uncle Jacob watches them, and your Auntie Kim, your grandpa, your pappy, your nanny.
Or our cats.
The cats might watch them. If we leave them on for the cats, I guess the cats could.
The cats are good.
They are good.
They just knock them over.
What? They knock what over?
Your cameras.
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
When you put it on here.
Yeah.
Good night. Nose you.
You're gonna nose it? Ew. All right, see you tomorrow. I decided I was gonna start making art on my tablet again. I'm not very good, but I enjoy it. And I got inspiration from a whole bunch of other people who are on YouTube, like putting their art up there and stuff like that. So I got inspired to start doing it again. And I wanted to make art for my fanfic that I write. I did the first chapter and this is what it ended up looking like. I put a couple little inside details here and there.
They're all gonna be beautiful.
Hey, look at that one. Yeah,
I love it. Chloe's making us coffee. What?
Well, back from the doctors and going shopping and such. Last night on the way home from church, Tobias suddenly started screaming from pain in his ear, and we kind of expected him to get an ear infection because last time we were at Convenient Care, they said his ears looked red and that it would most likely develop into an ear infection. So last night from him screaming, I'm like, okay, looks like, yeah, he got an ear infection. So we took him to Convenient Care this morning and they confirmed he has an ear infection in this ear. This one looked fine though. And we got some antibiotics for him and he's never had any kind of medication. So this is gonna be our first test of finding out if he's allergic to something. I really, really hope not, because I, as far as we know, am allergic to amoxicillin. My mom is allergic to any kind of penicillin. I think she might have said my sister is too, maybe, but some of my sister's kids are, and so I'm afraid that because of it being like a hereditary thing that Tobias will also be allergic. I'm hoping not though. Can't exactly jinx myself because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, but I hope not, because I want him to just get better already and just be done with all of this. Bill has finally taken down the Christmas lights on the porch. We have been, well, we've been sick. It seems like everybody's been sick this whole month, so we haven't really been on top of getting all the Christmas lights down, but now the porch ones are coming down. We might leave the ones in the living room up just to have extra light in there, and the white lights don't look bad, so whatever. We might leave those up, but the porch ones are coming down. If he doesn't fall first.